You know, at Delmarva Life, we want you to be a part of our studio audience. It's a great time for everybody. Trust us on this one. If you'd like to book your seat, all you have to do is visit delmarvalife.com. You'll see the show tab. Click on that. It's on the right side of the page. You'll see the ticket tab under For Our Audience, or you can just give us a call, 443-880-9116.
Well, you know, experts say we should all eat more fish. It's high in essential nutrients and low in calories. But unfortunately, it's not always easy to add fish to our diet sensibly.
And I am assuming here that deep fried fish and chips are probably not high on that list. Well, anyway, joining us this afternoon to show us how to make a traditional South American healthy seafood dish, Ryan Cunningham from Abbott's Grill. Thank you so much.
Great to be here. Thanks a lot, guys.
What are we doing here? What is this?
We're going to be making a seafood ceviche. We have several of the ocean's bounty in this bowl.
Okay.
We have salmon, shrimp, scallops,
Yeah.
some squid, some mussels. We have some textural items for some extra flavor, the red pepper, red onion, cilantro, a little jalapeno, a little garlic.
Wow.
So we got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And basically what we're going to do there is we're going to take all these ingredients and just let them sit in some acid to kind of marinate them, and also it starts to partially cook them as well.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to ask
you're
you,
not
where's the
eating
acid coming
completely
from?
raw. The acid's coming from lemons, limes, and oranges. A little bit of red wine, vinegar, and
The acid does the work.
Yep, the acid does the work.
I have never heard of that
It
before.
I didn't
breaks it
know
down.
that.
I mean, you don't want to use, like with the squid that we use, we
Right.
kind of part blanch it a little bit for like
Yeah.
15, 20 seconds just
Okay.
to loosen it up a little bit, because it's going to be very hard to get that one to break down. But
Right.
that's how we found the easiest way to do it, to include it in this, just to, just give it a little bit more variety than your usual fish or
How about
shrimp or
that?
scallop.
All right.
Yeah,
So
pretty
let's
cool.
get started then.
Okay, we got a nice little big bowl of seafood there.
Just dump
Fire
it in?
right in
Dump
there.
it in.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Salmon belly's my favorite
Got one
fish
little-
to use
here, Jimmy, give me
for
a-
the ceviche
There we
because
go.
of the fat content. It's really buttery, so it kind of helps texture-wise. Then we're going to put our textural items in there, if you will. The red pepper,
Textural items.
if that's a
I'm
word.
just gonna use my fingers.
Maybe we created a word on Delmarva Life today.
Yeah, textural.
Red onion.
Red onions are textural.
You didn't tell me
They
to. I'm
are.
supposed to be mixing this up, right?
Yeah, stir it
oh,
up,
good.
man.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
getting
yeah.
nervous
We're
there
going
for
to
a
throw our
second.
cilantro in there, if you would.
Cilantro. All
Now
of
you're-
this?
All of that.
You are a
Yep,
cilantro fan, aren't you?
The
I am.
acid's so overpowering. You really want to balance your flavors and get a lot of stuff going on there. They got some jalapeno and garlic too.
Ooh. Okay. Now, Jimmy, I'm going to have you
finally
scrape that
seeds
out
in
because I
there.
don't want to scrape it. Oh,
Come on.
well.
See-
Okay, I'll just do it. I'll take one.
Okay, just give that a good.
Suck on your finger a
Just
little
give
bit.
that
Let's see how that
just
goes.
like a. There you go, like
Okay.
a fold almost. There you go.
All right.
And then we're going to add our lemon, lime, and orange juice. Kind of all mixed it up ahead of
mixed
time.
together?
All freshly squeezed.
Okay.
Yep, get that in there. Just,
And fresh is key to
Dump
this, right?
we have a little bit of a red wine vinaigrette in there too. Add that right on there.
So I'm going to be able to jump right into
And then we
this.
have very important to use a good olive oil so you get that flavor, because it's really, really good to to balance your acid.
So when you buy olive oil, extra virgin olive oil?
Extra virgin to finish. You don't really want to be cooking with extra virgin olive oil because your pan will burn. It has a high smoke point. So I usually finish with a really good olive oil, and then you can use your blended oil with just a cut with a little bit of olive oil to cook with, things like that.
right.
So we got all that going on. Now we're
I'm
going to
jump right
add
into this, right?
a little bit of salt. You're doing a great job, man.
A little bit
all
of salt?
mixed up. Yep,
When you say
got
a little
the
bit,
salt.
what do you mean a little bit?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can
a
do
lot.
that.
Salted.
You can do the. There you go.
There's a little bit of salt.
Salt is your friend.
Okay.
And then just stir it up, and then we're gonna let this sit. Wrap it up in Saran wrap, and
Well,
let
I
it
can't
sit
eat
in
it
the
now.
fridge. What's that?
I can't eat it now.
No.
No, it's got to sit and all those flavors absorb, and and let the acid do its work with the seafood, break down the mussels and
And how long should
whatnot.
that take?
I mean, it's up to anywhere from 6 to 24 hours. Up to you.
Oh, so do this the
I
day
usually
before.
don't leave it for 24, but overnight, like we're leaving the kitchen at 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
We'll do this right before we leave. First thing in the morning,
For
we'll
the
kind of have it ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
you already have a batch
Yep,
that
I
has
have
already
some already
marinated,
made.
and you have a nice glass over here.
Well,
little
got a martini glass. I mean, everybody
and what's
loves
that inside
martini
of it?
glasses. They're exciting.
Yeah.
These are some locally grown pea tendrils.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little lettuce in there, a little garnish.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just gonna put a couple spoonfuls of the ceviche in the martini glass.
Right on top of that?
Yep, right on in there.
And just to remind you, there are
You know, kinda
several
wanna
ways
get it out of the juice
you can
'cause
get the
it's
shopping list and
marinated.
instructions on how to make this recipe. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801. You can also go to delmarvalife.com, or you can give us a call, 443-880-9116. Just make sure you let us know you want the recipe for ceviche.
Okay, and now after we have the ceviche in the martini glass, we
Right.
like to garnish ours with a little bit of popcorn.
Popcorn.
The popcorn, it's not only fun, but it also adds texture and salt to it.
Which is
kind
important.
of cuts the acid. Yeah, because it's very,
Right.
very acidic ceviche.
Okay.
So we flavored this popcorn with coriander.
Yeah.
Kind of goes with the cilantro since
You got a fork over
cilantro
there?
comes
'Cause I'm
from
wanting some of
coriander
this.
seeds.
All right.
And you just kind of throw those little bad boys on top of that.
And okay, let me ask you. We're going to get a mouthful of this here in a second, but let me ask you a question. Is it ceviche or is it ceviche?
I say ceviche. I'm from Sussex County.
Right, so it's spelled with a V, so we say ceviche.
Ceviche.
But I mean,
with
I've
an
heard
accent, you might say ceviche.
several tons of pronunciations
We'll
of the
just
word.
call it.
I've
Okay.
heard people say ceviche and ceviche and cabadabadiche
Oh, wow.
and you know.
I call it delicious.
Cool.
I
Good stuff.
call it delicious.
I got to admit, I never expected anything like that.
Thank you so much.
That is very
good for
good.
this time of year. You know, really fresh, really light.
All right.
It's going to be really, really, really fun to do at the Biggs Museum event Saturday night.
Which?
I'm glad you
we're
mentioned that.
featuring the seafood ceviche on our raw bar that we're doing for them. Lots and lots of great food that we're doing. Yeah, really turning up the awesome up at Biggs Museum on
And
Saturday.
you know what,
So-
Ryan? We're going to talk about that next.
Okay.
So stick with us.
Good stuff.
We'll tell you how you can get involved and help the Biggs Museum of American Art, and it's as simple as coming out to eat, having a good time.
I can do that. A little later on, just a few more days until it's time to show Mom just how much you love her. We're going to tell you how you can enter our Mother's Day giveaway to win our grand prize. Trust me, it's a good one. But first, we just added a whole lot of flavor to one dish. Now it's Rachel Ray's turn to do the same. Here's another handy how-to tip.
I'm gonna show you guys my ranch tzatziki sauce. So first we're gonna make the basic tzatziki. So we have a couple of cups of plain Greek yogurt, 1 large clove of garlic, grated or pasted, a little sprinkle of cumin, lemon juice, grated, salted, drained cucumber, add herbs, parsley, dill, chive, and a little dash of hot sauce. Yum, how good does that look?